Welcome to the Seattle Art Museum. We're in the galleries right now for I Rebel, the art and activism of Ai Weiwei. I'm standing in front of one of Ai Weiwei's most iconic works called Dropping the Han Dynasty Urn. It is a triptych, that is to say 3 images, black and white photographs of him dropping a vase. This is an ancient vase from the Han Dynasty, and you see him letting go of it in the first one. The second one, almost as it's about to hit the floor, and the last image is of it smashing to bits at the bottom. He's against a gray wall, and this image was taken by his younger brother, Ai Dan, testing out, actually, it turns out, a new camera, a Nikon F1, I believe, which could take many shots per second. So in some ways, it was a spontaneous thing. They were just playing around with a new camera, a new toy. But on the other hand, it's also an important aspect of Ai Weiwei's long-standing practice in really disrupting our notions of status quo. In this image and this act, this performance was caused a great stir. It was very shocking for people at the time because, after all, who destroys antiquities like this? You keep them in museums, and they are very valuable, and they are also a relic representing the ancient past of China. So the destruction was just shocking at the time. In fact, we also know it was shocking because to Ai Weiwei himself, because afterwards he writes in his memoir a little note that tells us that he and his brother, after smashing it, actually took pains and took care to sweep up the shards because he didn't want his mother to see this mess that he had made. I thought that was a very funny thing that I had discovered during this research. The other thing that I never knew, and also came out when I was reading about this project, is that when I visited Ai Weiwei in his home in Portugal, he had a Han Dynasty vase on one of his bookshelves. So these are 3 black and white photographs, but it turns out that the vase is green in color. After so many decades, it never occurred to me to think about the color of the vase, which is actually a deep green.
I Rebel, the art and activism of Ai Weiwei at Seattle Art Museum, runs now through September 7th. Reserve your ticket at seattleartmuseum.org. Catch Art Zone Friday nights at 8 and anytime online at seattlechannel.org/artzone.